Here we are this beautiful day to desecrate some factory components. This is my dad's 06 LLY VIN 206. So this is his new one. This replaces his 05 LLY. That's where my channel name came from. The truck is, he still has the truck. I'm still planning on buying it at some point and fixing it up, but for the moment this is what replaced it. I'll have to do a video more about the 05 and compare them. This is the LT3. It Bose sunroof, heated leather, full power seats on both sides. And we just installed that last night, or I should say I did. So, Corey Willis. Yeah, so it's got more than one position, which is funny, but it comes back and stops at one. Which I gotta adjust that now because the knob wasn't tightened down enough or something. But let's see if I can eliminate the bing bong. No, still does. How does it know the door's open? Anyway. 173,984. I'll do a quick startup video if I can figure out where to position the my phone here. Just rested on my tire, I guess. Little blades of grass don't block the camera. I can't hardly see what I'm aiming at here. There you go. Alright, go start it up. Can't hear much because there's not much to hear. That's nice and quiet. Got a broken exhaust hanger, or about to be completely broken. It's got the cat on her yet. This truck smokes stock. You get on it, not even half throttle, and it starts smoking. She freaking does not like the emissions that are on it. She can't breathe at all. Being stock and still blowing smoke. There's your freaking emissions garbage for you. It's saving the planet. No, that truck's still smoking. So the only difference between an 06 LLY and LBZ is it's detuned. It's an LBZ, but it's got 30 less horsepower. So it's got 330 instead of 360, or at least it did. Now it's got the tunes on there. We had him tune it for everything that we're gonna put on it, because that's gonna happen within the next month or two, so maybe 3. Actually, you know what? Here's the exhaust system. He wanted the muffled because he's, you know, he likes quiet like I do, but not overly quiet like my LB7. So, yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, so we got the exhaust system there. Monday, today is Thursday, so Monday, his DMAX Store Max Flow manifold up pipe with a free down pipe will be here, and that's what's going to go on probably next. That's going to be the fun one. That's going to be the long one. Getting at the up pipe bolts on the back of the turbo. I can't even imagine having to do that. Nightmare. But you get her breathing like she should. It's just going to be a night and day difference. And what we're going to do once we get rid of the up pipe with the EGR is I kept my old EGR setup off my 06, and I made this blocker plate that's crude because I only had a grinder, so I just cut metal and a gasket maker on the back side. So we're going to take his EGR off, clean it up, put gasket maker on there, and stick this on there without disturbing those bolts. We don't want to touch those, because that's the only thing I did was that, I think. Pretty sure. Left the EGR valve on there, so it still builds boost, no problem. But, so Y bridge is going to be done at some point, but that was, you know, we already spent almost $2,000 on everything. So, just this past weekend, we got exhaust, manifolds, you got 400, 500, and then you've got tunes, which are $375. I know Corey Will says tunes for $350, but we ordered the tunes off his website for $250. Didn't come with a license. The license is $125. Whereas when I called them and asked them for a quote, they're like, yeah, it's $350. So paid an extra 25 bucks. Tunes are on there. Not the end of the world. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get it up on ramps. I just wanted to do a quick little video of how quiet it is. The engine's louder than the exhaust. So, oh yeah. So we're gonna get this exhaust off and get the new one on. I had to put some ramps under it so I can frickin' actually get some working height underneath there. So, alrighty, I will make a video when the exhaust is on. There she is, a little more belligerent. Oh yeah. Anything sounds better than what's freaking on there, eh? Oh, what a fight this gave me though, holy. People would probably say exhaust system shouldn't give you that much of a fight, but you know, that's just kind of my luck sometimes. So my biggest freaking problem was this intersection right here where there's two hangers. You got this one, and then you've got this one. In the diagram, it shows having this clamp that has the hanger come up onto that. Well, you can see where the intersection just doesn't meet. This one's alright. This needs to be angled this way, not this way. You know, that way, not this way. And then that would probably be fine. That one's not so terribly out of shape. I mean, it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty far. So, and that one had to be stretched as far to get, you know, I moved the stuff up as far as physically possible. And then those suckers, you have to, I tightened it down with my impact. That wasn't enough, not even close. So I had to wrench that sucker by hand. Oh, that's got some exhaust leak in there. Great. That probably needs to be adjusted there. But otherwise, we are doing good. No leakages yet. Oop, that's done. So, that was a pain in the ass. Rock solid though, hey? Even with a bad hanger on the end. Kinda sounds like a Cummins though. I'll give it just a smidge of rev. It's still a Little cold. See you. That sounds awesome. We might have to go for a short drive. Dad'll be happy about that. I'm surprised there's not more whistle. Let me turn the tune up here and see if maybe it changes. So my LBZ's got plenty of whistle with the straight pipe on her. Oh yeah. I heard it. I heard it. Oh wow, the note got quieter. Yeah, it needs the downpipe yet, but that's on its way. So we'll try and give that one a little rev. That's on, like, I'll count the tunes and let you know what tunes it's on. Put a smile on anybody's face. So tune 4 from Corey Willis has more whistle at idle. Tune 5, it doesn't. Just at idle. So I'm surprised. It sounds like a Cummins though. My goodness. Interesting. LLY with the Bully Dog on tune 3 sounds. It's got a lot of whistle at idle. Once you get that downpipe on here, maybe that note will change. Dad'll be happy with that. That's awesome. So much better. Oh yeah. Now I gotta hear the exhaust note on the inside just to see if she's got a little more rumble with the idle. Second to climb up in here. Pretty high up. Hear it a little more. Being the LT3, it's just whisper quiet in here. All around, but sees it on. You can barely hear the exhaust note. That one's got the whistle. She's barely warming up yet. So, we'll get everything cleaned up, get my hands washed, and we'll have to take her for a little reap. So that's 1, 2. Oh, interesting. Only tune 5 has whistle at idle. I was counting wrong. Oops. 1, or it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. 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 But anyway, so that's how she's doing. So it's done. Everything's tightened up. So I'm gonna take her for a little spin and see how she frickin' screams a little. Just got done with my little test drive. Quite a bit frickin'. There's a noticeable difference in the noise, obviously. I think the power's got picked up just a smidge too, just because it'll actually frickin', it can actually shoot some exhaust out the tailpipe without choking too terribly bad. Hooey, that really shoots out there with the turbo tune on stage 5 compared to any of the others. So that's interesting. To me, that is kind of disappointing that once I put Corey Willis tunes on my LBZ, it won't be quite as whistly unless I probably specify. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up having to do. Specify that I want tunes that are going to whistle at idle, because I like that. It sounds pretty freaking sweet. And that your turbo is right there ready to go too as soon as you hit the gas, right from where it was at, versus having to start up. So a little extra throttle tension, or call it throttle sensitivity. So here's the nasty factory shit. So pretty heavy stuff compared to what went on there. So far so good. I mean, don't go by that. That's probably not even close to accurate. I think as soon as you put a tune on here, it's not accurate. I mean, the last time Dad filled up, I took his mileage and divided it by the amount of gallons it put in, and it was within 0.1 miles to the gallon. I was like, wow. Alright, well, that works. But, so, as soon as we put the tune on, though, and we just drove down Highway 10 at 65, it was saying we were doing 26 miles to the gallon. I was like, yeah, probably not with factory exhaust and intake and everything else. Tune has definitely picked up the pace of the truck accelerating, though. It's definitely a lot more enjoyable to drive because it had a severe dead pedal. Like the LLYs had a very touchy throttle, very oversensitive throttle for someone. I'm sure some people complain and some people are like, this is awesome, but you know, I was one of the people who was like, it could be a little less. So what did GM do on the 06? They did the complete opposite of tuning it down a little bit. They tuned it way down because it's just miserable. You push the throttle. Like, really? That's the best you could do. It's 30 more horse than the last one, and you're gonna make the power feel like it's got nothing. And those the LBZ throttles have less throw to the pedal that the LLY and LB7 do. I think that new pedal, I like that. I wish I could put that in the LB7. So, but yeah, she's scootsing now. I didn't get onto it in like fully or whatever, but she'll get up to speed quite a bit quicker though. So that is good. So if you're looking at getting tunes and using a CTS2 to switch between the tunes, and I'm just surprised I didn't know this, but on the 06 and up, I guess you can't do that serial switching with the CTS2. It's only with DSP5 switch, and only for 01 to 04 and a half, 05, I think. LLY you can, I don't think. But LBZ you can't. So I found that out. You know, I just ordered the tunes. Oh, and I forgot the license. Got the license. And then plug in my CTS2. Just go switch between the tunes, see what it's like, you know. And then it doesn't even have the option for EFI Live in the settings. And I'm like, what? That's bogus. So I call EFI or PPEI, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And LB7 has this feature, LBZ doesn't. But here's the kicker. On my 06 LBZ, my black truck, that has the EFI Live option in the menu. That one's a full-blown VIN D LBZ. It's got some form of EFI Live tune on it from Joe Blow in the back country somewhere. So, I'm like, this one's an LLY version of the LBZ, and it doesn't even give me an option. So, oh yeah, it's CTS2 doesn't offer that. And I called CTS2, is like, what the heck's the problem? Oh, EFI Live just quit putting support out for it in 06. Well, that's fantastic. So, little heads up, disappointed. Had to get the switch. I went up to how much time I got left? I went up and talked to Jason at Pickups and Power Sports in Cold Spring, because they're not far from us, 20 miles, and I picked up a switch from him for 35 bucks, so not bad. And I shot the shit with him for a while on what I wanted to do with my truck and all that good stuff. So that's some interesting information. So yeah, all is well now. Frickin' runs and drives, and it'll keep getting better and better. So to have more fun times. But that's all I got. Well, actually, you know, this is the place I'm living at. I'm not gonna do a tour or anything. Well, other than we're doing windows. There's sheetrock, building the bedroom in the basement. Dad already built the bathroom. And I'll have to insert a picture of my truck and trailer connected, because I actually had the LB7 hooked up to this for the first time. It's like, that's why I got the, you know, the burgundy color that they had. I could have gotten a more of a paint match color, but that was going to be a lot more extra. But so LBZ's parked down at my grandparents' for the moment, so I couldn't afford insurance on my moving budget for both trucks, so LB7's been insured the whole time, and I was like, well, insurance expires shortly after I get here, so I'll just park it, and we'll be done with it for a little bit, because I still have to do the manifold on the driver's side and the up pipe for the EGR delete. And I was going to have Dad help me, because he knows how to do acetylene torch and stuff to persuade some rusty bolts, because I already snapped one. I'm going to give you a quick little preview which one. This one, I snapped that head off. I was like, I'm done. Not touching it. Forget about it. Not doing it. Not freaking gonna bust them all off here in Michigan when I'm all by myself, don't have all the proper tools or the experience and doing freaking heat and everything. So, you know, people are probably saying it's not hard, but you know what? It's something I haven't done before, nor do I want to do it without the right tools or experience. So, that, and I didn't have the money to go buy the tools either. I'm on a moving budget. This was supposed to just come apart, because I've done 2 other trucks, and the bolts have just come apart, and both of them have had over 200,000 miles. And this engine supposedly has 150,000 miles, and I can't freaking get a bolt off without snapping. So, whatever. But, that's all that's happening. I'm just doing one thing at a time, and getting this done one thing at a time. And the LB7 will continue to get its interior swap, and the LBZ will continue getting fixed up until I either decide to sell them and get a new truck or something. We'll see. But a new car's coming, so new vehicle, whatever. It's coming soon, next year. Not too far away. So anyway, I will share with the next update that's coming next week. It's going to be pretty sweet for me. I'm really going to enjoy it. So talk to you later. God bless.